Hello everybody, my name is Jess Clayton and I am the content manager here at Thermomix in Australia and also in New Zealand. If you have been watching our Cookidoo video series up until now, you would have seen my beautiful colleague Helen take you through how to set up a Cookidoo account, how to search for recipes and how to save them. And I'm jumping in at the moment to kick off our meal planning series. Meal planning is something that I'm very passionate about. I am a working mum with a toddler, so life's pretty busy. And I'm also a clinical nutritionist. So when I'm seeing clients, I highly encourage them to start meal planning if it's not something that they already do. We all know that it's much easier to make a healthier food choice when you are at home, nice and fed, warm and comfortable, than it is when you're racing around the grocery store, 30 minutes before dinner needs to be on the table. That's when we tend to reach for those convenience foods, or maybe it's all too hard and we just go for takeaway. So I don't want you to do that all the time. I want you to be cooking from scratch, because we know that's going to support your health goals and it's going to save you money, which is really important, particularly right now. So I'm just going to share my screen and take you over to Cookidoo. Cookidoo is certainly the thing that made me fall in love with my Thermomix even more than I ever thought possible. I had a TM31 for around 11 years before I took the TM6 home, and it was Cookidoo that made me realise I just couldn't live without a TM6 in my life, because of course Cookidoo is available on the screen of the TM6. And of course, all of our wonderful customers can use Cookidoo, but the real benefit is they're having it on the screen. As I said in previous videos, Helen has shown you how to search for recipes and save them. So I'm not going to do that today, but if I was meal planning, and my meal planning night tends to be a Thursday night, that's kind of my routine now. I sit on the couch with a TV show and usually maybe a glass of wine or a piece of chocolate, and I meal plan for the week ahead. And so if I was doing that, I would go to my fridge and my pantry to look, do I have any ingredients that need to be used up, really trying to minimise that food waste. I do find that by meal planning, I have really minimal ingredients left over at the end of the week, which is amazing, so good for the environment and also for my grocery bill. But I just go and do a double check, is there anything else that I want to use up? So today I'm actually just going to jump straight into meal planning from our collections, where I have saved all of my favourite recipes. Now, I have taken this tip on how to save my recipes from a beautiful consultant, Colette, who showed me this. And she told me to save my recipes based on protein, because that is how we meal plan. Like, I tend to choose a beef recipe, a chicken recipe, a vegetarian recipe, a seafood recipe. So I'm getting that variety and balance in my diet. And so that is how I've saved my recipes. It makes it so easy. The other thing that I do is have a Sunday cooker, and Sundays are my day at home when I usually cook something that requires a little bit more time and energy that I maybe don't have in the middle of the week. And so I actually have got a Sunday cook-ups collection saved. So I'm going to jump straight into there, and then it's just about choosing the recipe. So I know I'm going to choose this family chicken galette because I love it. And so I'm just going to go ahead and add that into next week on Sunday night. I'm then going to just make my way down the list into vegetarian meals. Tomatoes are amazing at the moment, just at the end of summer. So I'm going to go ahead and add summer tomato and gin pasta sauce. And I'll chuck that in on Monday. If I head into seafood, I know that this seafood, the superfood salmon salad is my husband's favourite, so I'll go ahead and add that in. He can cook that on Tuesday night. Again, I'm going to head over to beef. I need something really quick, I know, on a Wednesday, and so I'm going to choose these beef tacos. Oh, 15th, that's what we want. And then I've got one more, because I only actually meal plan until Thursday, because I just don't know what I'm going to be doing next Friday. We might go out for dinner, or we might have people over, or we might have lots of leftovers. So I tend to leave Friday blank. Or I might go Chiang Mai noodles for Thursday. Oh, I'm just going to pop that in there. So that is my week's worth of meals. So easy once you've got your collections all set up. So now I'm just going to click on my week. I've meal planned for next week. And there we go. You can see I've got my dinners all planned out Sunday night through to Thursday night. I only tend to meal plan for my dinners because I always have leftovers for lunch. And so I don't worry about that. And then breakfast, I usually just smoothies or maybe some porridge. And so I would add that into my shopping list later. There are different ways that you can view your menu plan. So you can click here and see more of a list view, or click into the calendar, which is how I like to view it. Other great thing that I love is it saves your previous meal plans. So if you are really busy or don't know what to cook one week and you know that you had a really great meal plan a couple of weeks back, you can just scroll back and have a look for that. And you can just copy it over. So I would just click on that and move it to another day. It really can't be easier once you get into the habit of doing this. I highly recommend it. So that's really it. The only other thing I might want to do is maybe move some meals around. So I might decide, oh, I want this on a Tuesday. So we'll just chuck that into Tuesday. And that means the salad is now moving over to Thursday. And of course, this is really important. So if you've got lots of people who are cooking on the Thermomix, so maybe a husband or some teenage kids or some adult kids, of course, if they walk over to the Thermomix TM6, then they will be able to bring up my week on the screen of the Thermomix, and they'll be able to go into Tuesday and be like, cool, I know that I'm cooking Chiang Mai noodles, and just hit next and start cooking. It's so easy. So in the next step, what I'm going to, in the next video, what I'm going to show you is how to create your shopping list. See you soon.